18 under.
So for an example, I golfed in one in Middleton. We finished 16 under. We were third. I golfed in one that this is the difference though. When me and our teammate John were really the only two people golfing.
Okay.
And we finished 2 under. We had to leave early, so I don't know how exactly we finished because the other 2 people, I don't know if they golfed or we just called it a nothing, whatever. But like that would be the difference. That we were 2 under and we were through probably like 15. So maybe we would have gotten 1 more under. So the difference in golf that you can kind of get a feel for, Matt. But
also, hold on. I just want to point this out. Molly accused me of taking a mulligan after I shanked one. Our teammate,
that's
Dr.
right.
Ravel, has a bum shoulder.
Oh,
so I was
look, and he is
gotcha.
a shoulder surgeon, so he does.
But he can't fix his own shoulder.
Yeah. So he does have insight into shoulder issues there.
Gotcha.
But
No, hey, you're still better than me. It's okay.
Here are some of my highlights from today. One,
kicking and golf.
We ran into some folks from Starion Bank, and Matt, I don't know how he worked it in or not, but that he won a gold medal. But the funny part was that, because he brought out his putter.
No,
it was really awkward.
because the group in front of us,
he's like, do you want to see my putter? They're like, yeah, pull it out.
They had said,
Matt, Jen's boss is here.
Now, I mean, fair, but the group in front of us was like, oh, yeah, the guy behind us has an awesome putter. You should ask to see it.
Okay.
So they mentioned that, and I was like, do you want to see the putter? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Did they ask how many inches it was?
So
what
so
are we
he
doing
whipped
here?
it out.
It's a 33-inch.
Take that for data.
So 6. So he whipped it out, and then they're like, wow, the putter.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, we got to talk with I heard him as we were walking away, a gold medal trophy winner at the Olympics.
Yeah. It was great. It was an honor to win that trophy, and hoping to do it again this year.
Would you rather have a medal that you wear around your neck or a trophy?
This is our game now. You remember that?
Honestly, the trophy would probably be a lot cleaner than the medal is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because the medal is more portable, and
Yeah.
I take it around to a lot of places, and I show a lot of people. That ribbon is destroyed now.
So we also had a hole-in-one challenge here with
Izzy Stricker.
Izzy Stricker.
Izzy Stricker.
So
Not Bobby.
Matt
Izzy
Hamilton
Stricker.
told me this story earlier today. Told it to the group, and I've heard it before. Share your story first, Matt Hamilton.
So I was golfing here when this was Cherokee Golf Club or Junk Country Club.
So what year was that? Because you said you're about 13.
I've heard this too.
It must have been like 2002.
Okay.
Would be roughly my guess.
So Izzy wasn't even alive.
No.
Well, you're ruining the punchline here.
Sorry.
So,
Yeah, so I tell this story. I was like, I see 2 people coming up in a golf cart.
So he's telling this to Izzy.
Okay.
Not a golf cart from the golf club because they had like the off-white beige ones. This was like a colorful one. So
Okay.
I was like, it was coming up. So we stopped and we waved him forward to like come by because both of us me and my buddy who are playing are kids. Like we don't want to hit into anybody, 1. And 2, we really don't want anyone watching us golf because we're not used to pressure yet. He's getting a little closer. He's about 50 yards away, and my buddy elbows me. He goes, that's Steve Stricker. He's a professional golfer. And I was like, well, I'm glad we waved him forward. And he stops at the tee box and goes, we're going to watch you guys hit.
Oh, God.
And we were terrified. Yeah, pressure indeed. And I was able to hit one reasonable. I wasn't embarrassed by it. I didn't like top it or anything. And when I finished telling that story, Izzy goes, oh, yeah, I wasn't even born yet. So it kind of felt like when you and Ryan talk about how you weren't even born for Happy Gilmore yet. The original.
Savage. So is it just Steve and his golf cart, or was it somebody else?
And Bobby.
Okay.
And
Who's
that's the important part.
Yeah.
And Bobby is who he referred to Izzy as almost the entire time we were around Izzy Stricker.
Twice.
Oh, my God.
Well,
that's
also in
so
our social media video
embarrassing.
that'll be going up as well.
We had a social media. So what happened is
Yes.
I hit my first one in the water.
Okay.
We're going into the wind, so I realized
That was
like
a hard par 3. At least it looked like it.
Yeah, so I realized I needed more club. And then as we were walking back, they're like, Matt, you got to hit for Dr. Ravel.
Which you did all day.
Oh, yeah. So I grab another ball, walk up, grab another club up,
Okay.
and I hit it closer than Izzy.
Yep. So, you
So
got a
we-
hole in one.
So we got a hole in one for the challenge. So they were like, you got to bring the ball back. I think they were joking, but I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. So we get up there. I grab the ball.
To be fair to Matt, this was my suggestion. I'm like, Matt, you got to autograph it.
You should
Oh
sign the
my
ball.
God.
So I signed my name on Izzy's ball, and we're going back, and Jim's like, oh, I'm going to record this. And he did like a thing. He's like, so, Matt, what did you do here? So I signed this ball for Bobby Stricker. Izzy Stricker. He's like, Matt.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, basically Jim called me old because I can't remember anything. even short-term memory loss.
And I'm sending this video to Ryan Wollersheim because maybe we can play the audio a little bit later in the show.
There was some Coors Lights in the cart, so like I might be able to blame a little bit of this on that.
Yeah.
But actually, when we got back, I think maybe some of our teammates explained that, like, oh yeah, he's a gold medalist. He was in curling, blah blah blah. So then she actually asked to take a picture with me when we got back. And we took a picture and like we held the ball up, and it was very funny.
Is Matt the coolest guy you know?
No.
Okay.
No.
Am I close?
Yeah. I mean, the one that I know like the most, yes. Like
yeah,
I
know, Melvin.
Like Melvin Gordon's cooler, but I don't hang out with Melvin as much as I hang out with Matt. So Matt, as far as as far as famous, probably the most famous person to hang out with, and he's cool. He's cool guy to hang out with. I also want to add this little bit, so we can ask this question: 844-770-3776. Carl was talking text line. This is more a siding limited poll question. Which was more embarrassing for Matt Hamilton? Getting told, basically, that he's old with the or basically, we'll go with this: calling Izzy Stricker Bobby Stricker. Okay. Or, because that's the easier way to do it, or Matt Hamilton almost tattooing one of our teammates off of the tee box. Because what hole were we on? Do you know?
We were playing number 9.
9.
And then he was standing around the 8 tee box.
Yes. And so, to be fair to Matt, as soon as Matt hit it, he yelled out 4.
Oh, man.
They didn't hear it, apparently.
Yeah, he did yell it. It was loud. It was clear. And that ball, thank God, was like a low trajectory. Yeah, so it was. I mean, it would have left a ball mark.
That is
one
right between his legs.
Yes. That is one of my biggest fears: is either getting hit with a baseball or getting hit with a golf ball. Like,
that would hurt more.
Literally,
golf ball,
one of my 2 biggest ones.
Yeah, the golf ball's moving faster.
So actually, I have a question. Is it IPT? Because obviously, I'm not like on the golf course all the time. I did work at a golf course, but like, it was a pretty easy to navigate course that I worked at. And like obviously being here, this is my first time actually driving the course on my own. Mm-hmm. I was going down the cart path the wrong way basically the entire time because I kept getting lost and I was just doing like UEs in the dirt and all sorts of stuff. How IPT is that? Because there was times where I drove literally in front of like a tee box as people were getting ready to like drive. I mean, I know to stop and not drive when people are hitting a shot. I understand.
So,
but like
Matt, I want to answer first and see if you agree.
Yeah.
I think it's fine in a golf outing because in a golf outing you understand you got people going all different directions. There's a lot of stuff going on, especially a golf outing like ours. It's for fun. It's for charity. We did discuss there are some golf outings where like you could be playing for money and then then it's made more serious. But I would say not very much of a faux pas.
Okay.
I would say
that makes me feel bad.
Not in poor taste at all because the beverage cart always goes backwards.
Oh, do
so
they?
People, because they want to run into people. They can hit more people if instead of chasing them down, they're going like towards them.
Okay.
So
fair.
actually, it's super common at any point on a golf course as long as it's not like a tournament. Like a real tournament.
Like a legit thing.
But if you just came out here on a Saturday and drove backwards, no one would think twice. No one would even mention it.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I didn't think much of a concern.
As long as you're like conscious of when people are hitting and not like
and that's honestly
like my
for your
thing.
own
safety.
See, that was the thing too, where I was just like, all right, this person looks like they might shank it. So then I was like, I was getting over.
This person looks like a bad.
You can always tell when there's a shanker, you know?
Yeah.
Like Matt Hamilton, when you see him, you're like, oh.
I am actually
put your helmet on.
I am shocked that Matt did hit a bad ball with people watching because he never does that.
No, normally
I mean he really never does. So that was
pressure's a privilege, baby.
He usually performs well under pressure.
Pressure.
Two
but
that performance anxiety.
That time there was performance anxiety.
I mean, I'm not a professional golfer. Like I can't make that clear enough. Like I'm a gold medalist in curling. Yeah. Not the same as golf.
And he left it short. It's fine.
Story of my life.
Savage.
And the ball got wet. All right, so it did.
It did. Yeah, it did. Splashed.
He left it short, and it splashed in the water.
Mm-hmm. But fortunately, I got a shot to redeem myself,
and he got a hole in one.
And we got a hole in one out of it.
There you go, baby.
So
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
844-770-3776 is how you get into the show on the Carbo Stock and Text line. This is more. Ryan, what do you think the siding limit poll question is? More embarrassing for Matt Hamilton. Calling Izzy Stricker Bobby Stricker the entire time.
Goodness.
Or
not the entire time. Get out of here.
Maybe at the very end you got it right.
Yeah, I got it right.
I called her Izzy one time.
No, yeah, right, exactly.
Bobby once in front of her because you corrected me immediately.
Yeah.
And then on the way back in just between me and Jim in the cart.
So out of 3 times, 2 out of 3 times, so he'd refer to her. All right, and then or almost tattooing our teammate.
I would say when you almost tattoo someone on the golf course, you chalk it up to the game. That's the risk of being on the course. If you meet somebody for the first, and it's Izzy Stricker, and you call her by the wrong name 2 out of 3 times, that's just that's packing
only
up and
1
go
out of
home.
2 to her face. The third one was just
now,
between me
Matt,
and Jim
I think the most
until he posts it.
Yeah, I don't know how to ask the question for the third option, because I think the third option is the most embarrassing for Matt when he told his story. And it was not a burn. It was not be mean. She just was like, "Wow, I don't even think I was born then."
Yeah, honestly, that
and
was humbling. That's why I missed the shot.
Yeah, here's what happened. Matt came up short after that. All confidence was gone.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It was shot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't even want to hit the second one.
So what you're saying is Izzy is the reason why you guys aren't going to win this golf outing.
No, because then we stroked up Matt's ego. And we told him, "Hey, you're a gold medalist. You could do this. You're our big hitter. Who's our big hitter?" And he
I'm your
did.
big
You
hitter.
gave him a little pet, like a golden retriever.
Look,
Yeah.
we
rubbed
ramped him
his
back
back.
up. We built his confidence back up, and then he came through.
Yeah.
Got a hole in one.
There you go.
So
There you
it
go.
all worked out in the end. And here's the thing. I bet she couldn't even tell you what my name is right now, so I don't feel that bad about it.
Honestly, I feel like
Probably because she
I
wasn't
think
even
she's
born.
very well. Not that you weren't well parented, but I feel like she's well parented and she's already famous. So I feel like she's like, I got to know everyone's name.
Yep.
Also,
Like,
who
it's
knows
way
if she
hard.
would, because she was probably 5 when you won your gold medal.
Are you sure she was even born when he won the gold medal? I mean,
Yes,
that's
right.
like-
She's in college now, and I won it only 8 years ago, so that would be
Wasn't it 98 that you won? Isn't that
get
what it was?
out of here. Yeah, right. The year you were born,
Same year as Happy Gilmore, right? Yeah, it was right around that time.
96.
96
Yeah, that was
Happy Gilmore.
96,
You're right.
jabroni.
You're right.
Oh,
yeah.
man. So you're landing on now. If he had hit him, now did we change it then?
No, I haven't changed. I guess I'm not really sure how to post the poll question because
No, don't add the. I would say mistaken Bobby for Izzy. Or Izzy for Bobby.
Guys, get it together.
Or mine's more of trying to phrasing here. Or the almost tattooing a teammate.
Yeah.
Ball.
I'm with
Okay.
Ryan. I don't feel bad at all about almost hitting our teammate.
But if you would
I
hit
feel-
him, that'd be different.
honestly, I'd still say I'm mistaking the name.
Really?
Because again, you're on the golf course. Like, people miss. I only had a couple today, but it happens, right? So, yeah, I mean, and I yelled 4 very clearly, which obviously really
You
helped
did.
because he was able to dodge the ball.
Well, he didn't hear it though.
It was right at him. It went between his
No,
legs.
it did.
legitimately.
It did go between his legs. And Matt did yell 4. He yelled it loud too. So to Matt's credit, he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that really at all. Almost hitting somebody on a golf course. I mean, I feel bad, but that's like I said, that's comes with the territory a little bit.
So KBN today actually did something useful. They talked to Shams Charania, and we're gonna play For Real or Phony next, talking, kind of hearing the audio. I don't know really at all what happened. We've been golfing. But we do know also that Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton, they are Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family jeweler. They are locally owned. So visit either location, whether it's an engagement ring, you need custom jewelry, they can do whatever you're looking for. They also got amazing watches over there at Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So, random Marlin player, Dan Ugla.
All that's going through my head right now is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
I'll give you another one real quick before we get to our side limit poll question.
You ugla. You ugla.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we create strategies that are tailored to your needs and goals. We've invested heavily in client-friendly software so your assets and plan progress are available to view in one place at any time. Whether you prefer only the high-level information or enjoy the intricate details of the planning process, we've got you covered. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has 0 sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
The Madison Summer Survival Kit. Cooler full of drinks, a comfy lawn chair, and a large Hut Lovers pizza from Pizza Hut. For just $12.99. Choose from 4 loaded legends. Meat lovers, pepperoni lovers, veggie lovers, and the new Spicy Hawaiian. It's your summer go-to. Hot, melty, and made to crush hunger. Just $12.99 each for a limited time only. Head to one of their locations or order online on the Pizza Hut app before it's gone. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Additional charge for extra toppings, pan, stuffed crust, and extra cheese.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Clinky Cleaner CFO, Sean Young.
The local part is what's key for us. Madison is a local community, and that's what I look at with James Imaging. When I talk to our account rep, he's local.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and great people.
I'd say the people at James Imaging are the top of the line for us. They know us, we know them. They take the time to listen to us when we have questions. They make it easy.
And Sean Clinky Cleaners makes it easy for their customers too.
Yes, at Clinky's, we need to be the expert in the field. We want to make life easier for them, and that's what James Imaging does for us.
Sean, any advice for others?
I would say give James Imaging a call. They've been great to us.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Sometimes I call him baby, sometimes I call him darling, but Bobby is his name. Oh, sometimes I call him baby, sometimes I call him honey. Bobby is his name. Yeah, I call him Bob. Bobby.
Ryan going deep cuts with Bobby is her name in this case, but it was not her name. Bobby is his name. Who sings this one, Ryan?
This is Etta James, the Queen of Soul.
You know what? I would have made one guess and it would have been Etta James because it sounded like her, but like, what are the odds? I didn't want to be like, oh, every song from that era is just Etta James. Yeah. Matt Hamilton, Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown with you. Pablo Iglesias is back again. He just wants a name shout out. Primetime Shine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Now, do you have the video I sent yet, Ryan?
I do have the video pulled up. Would we like to debut it on the ESPN Madison YouTube
stream
right now?
I want to debut it on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream.
All right,
Pablo
one
has
moment.
it. It'll probably end up on the ESPN Madison social medias as well. But before we get to Shams Sarania with KBN and play Real or Phony, I want to hear and see this video today.
Matt, what do you got there?
Well, Bobby beat me on my shot, but I got. Izzy beat me on my shot.
Izzy Stricker.
Izzy Stricker. And they told me I had to bring the ball back, so I brought it back, but I signed it.
Oh, look at that. Do you think she knows who you are?
Zero chance. Well, maybe now.
Did you learn that you told a story about you being 13 and that was before she was even born?
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
So then now Matt walks up here. With
Wait.
ball in hand.
You're on the left, though, right?
I signed it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Just for you. Yeah, it's awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks for humoring me.
So there you go. That's the video. Molly, did Blind react to that?
Matt is so cool.
Thanks, dude.
Like, I think we should all aspire to get a Matt Hamilton signed golf ball. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got maybe one extra one I have for you. I lost all the rest of my extra golf balls today, but I might have one extra in there that I could sign for you. When I wasn't hitting teammates, I was hitting them in the crick.
Freaking
Ryan,
good.
How do we rank that? What do we feel?
I think Matt, just embracing that he messed up like that. Honestly, the poll question now, the deciding eliminated poll question, what was more embarrassing for him? I think the embarrassment's gone. He made himself the butt of the joke. I think he embraced it properly. Well, you did a good job, Matt.
And I think the real embarrassment actually for him is actually that when Izzy said, "Oh, I don't even think I was born yet," when she shared that story.
That is the most embarrassing part. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
so,
if she had a hotkey,
we're all winners now though, because we got some Ho Chunk Gaming Madison reward cards here. So thanks to Ricky and everyone dropping those off. From Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, go be a winner. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
That's right. If Izzy had a hotkey, after I told that story, she would have done that is neat.
That is neat.
Exactly.
How old was Bobby when you saw her and her dad driving around on this course?
I mean, she was probably a couple years younger, probably 4 or 5 years younger than me, so she must have been like 7.
Okay.
I would imagine.
Because that was my favorite part of the story was Izzy saying, I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah. It was my favorite too, Jim.
Yeah.
Moving on, Shams Charania.
Yeah, because the soul dropping out of Matt's body right there was, you could just see it. She
was like, cool story, bro. I wasn't even born yet.
I honestly think it affected his golf shot. Because it literally
the rest
went from
of the day.
that. But it went from
ruined
that.
his ego.
It went from that. No, because you got the hole in one after that on a technicality. But it literally was that moment, and then he had to go hit, and he left it short. Yeah.
Story of my life.
Little womp womp.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, at least you can redeem yourself by hitting the green here, Matt. It's
Yes.
only 117 yards.
So we're able to do that. A little bit of produce on the fly here, Ryan. Should we continue this conversation, or should we get to Shams and KBN, or are we too tight to the break here?
I mean, at this point, I'll leave it up to the host. What are you more passionate about, Matt Hamilton's embarrassments or Shams?
Well, honestly, I want to leave time for Pablo Canelo. I lost my rewards play; they blew away there. But
that's $10.
Yeah,
it is windy out there today.
It is. I'm actually thrilled that the computer is not blown over. If you're watching on the YouTube stream, now he's stealing it from me. You might get seasick, because it is wobbling back and forth. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. What I'd like to do here, if possible, is let's a couple more minutes here, and then we'll get to For Real or Phony with Shams and the KBN guys there. So, Molly, what about your day? Because we were out golfing, we were having a good time. Any stories you heard, anything fun from your day here?
I mean, my day here began, I got here at 7:30 this morning. Honestly, I don't feel like I heard anything too crazy. Other than literally hearing that one of our teammates almost got hit by a ball 2 separate times.
Okay.
One was by Matt, and then the other was by somebody else.
Same guy?
Same guy.
Yeah.
So that might be a him problem.
Yeah,
I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah. Seems like he's in the wrong place.
Yeah, I think he just might be the problem here, right?
Yep.
But otherwise, no. It seemed like everybody was having a good time drinking Coors Lights out there.
There was no shortage of
Yeah.
Coors Lights. Oh
Yeah,
my
it
goodness.
was,
I actually had to turn some down.
Wow.
And that's not like me.
That's
I
crazy.
think you see a cooler out just in the middle of something, just out there in the, out in the
Coors
course.
Light sign behind it?
Coors Light.
Beautiful.
Yep.
I love it. That's what we were aiming for. So
no,
I'm glad
no
to hear
complaints with that. And then obviously we're raising money for Mentoring Positives.
Yep.
We're optimistic. We've had a good day so far. We don't know the numbers yet.
Yes, and actually you can continue to donate if you text GOLF, GOLF, to 844-770-3776. That'll prompt you with a link that you can just directly donate right there. So text GOLF to 844-770-3776. All of the money that we raise today goes to Mentoring Positives.
844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. List is more embarrassing for Matt, almost tattooing a teammate with a golf ball, or calling Izzy Stricker Bobby Stricker. Matt did redeem himself. I think the real answer, I think we can answer on the air, is that Matt telling a story and a woman who's in college being like, yeah, I wasn't even born yet.
Not even alive. Sadler of the Pat McAfee Show texts in. He says, Matt is a semi-pro golfer, and he's also the redneck version of Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore kind of already is a little...
Yeah, he's
right?
a little hillbilly.
Not hillbilly, but like different vibes.
Yeah.
I've got stronger golf vibes than Happy Gilmore does.
Yes. Yeah.
I at least
Matt's
wear
more
a
like
collared
You wear a
shirt.
polo.
I did not wear a hockey jersey out on the course
Yeah,
today.
Matt's more of an everyman golfer.
Yeah.
Happy's a little bit more of a
only man
trailer park golfer. That's the audience he brings in. That's why they're mad in the original Happy Gilmore.
Shanty golfer. Right?
Yeah,
Shantytown golfer.
Shantytown golfer.
Price is wrong.
Well, in both the movies, Shooter McGavin goes, "Will you people go back to your shanties?"
Oh, I guess I haven't even noticed that he says that.
Yeah.
Now, Matt was wearing a Happy Gilmore shirt earlier today, and
I have a picture. Ryan, did I send you a photo? I should send you that.
And he got a lot of compliments on that, too. So it's been a fun day out here. We're going to play For Real or Phony coming up next with Shams Charania on KBN. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Milwaukee baseball was born in the Emerald City, but any ties to the Pacific Northwest were cut loose decades ago. Pella has an interesting history as well, born in Pella, Iowa, but their century-long history of crafting quality windows and doors there continues to this day. Designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance, get long-term energy savings and durability that lasts for years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Order by August 31st and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Metro Kia Madison is turning up the summer savings this month. Right now, drive home in the all-new 2026 Kia Sportage with 1.9% APR for 48 months. $2,165 cost per thousand finance. But hurry, offer ends August 4th. Plus, at Metro Kia Madison, every new Kia vehicle comes with a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty and 90-day deferred payments with qualified credit. Head to Metro Kia Madison today or browse their inventory at metrokiamadison.com. That's metrokiamadison.com.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Madison's financial challenges need a Dane County-based bank. Starion Bank is a full-service community bank that delivers quality big bank services with a local approach. We are proud to be there for any budding entrepreneur or small businesses, helping them exceed their financial goals from banking to lending to cash management. Visit a banker at one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, taking you farther.
Have you been waiting to buy your next home? Stop. Now is the time to get housed. What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Nobody has a crystal ball to know what the future holds. The longer you wait to find your next home, the better the chance you'll be paying more for it than you would be today. Don't miss out on what could be the best opportunity to find your dream home. Contact our team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to help start your search. That's BrunerRealtyInc.com. Let's get housed.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our friends at Road America, America's National Park of Speed, located conveniently between Green Bay and Milwaukee in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Come see a race at the legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road circuit that has hosted some of the best racers since 1955. Camp on site all weekend, free admission for kids 16 and under with a paying adult at the gate. GT World Challenge America is up next August 15th through the 17th. Get your tickets today at roadamerica.com.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, it's over, I'm circling these boxes, grabbing a brain, man, this hunger, I'm feeling something rotten, feeling kind of tilted, and I'm pouring out the
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from TPC Wisconsin in Madison. Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown. Primetime Warshine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app and with the all-new ESPN and on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream as well. And we gave Matt, I think, enough grief for calling Izzy Stricker, Bobby Stricker, and also almost tattooing a teammate. So we're going to move on now from that, and we're going to talk about Shams Charania, who has gotten the ire of Bucs fans, which is always funny to me because he was also being used at other points to negate other stories that Bucs fans don't like. Like, sorry, folks, he's not making it up. You might not like it. It might be a little bit – do we stretch the bounds of reporting? Maybe. But he's not making it up. He's not coming on and making stuff up. So who better to hear from than Shams Charania with KBN? And we're going to play a little bit of For Real or Phony with Shams Charania audio.
Well, look who's talking now.
You talking to me? Well, who the hell else are you talking? You talking to me?
Now, are they speaking the truth?
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Or feeding us crap?
You're a phony! Hey, everybody! This guy's a great big phony!
Time to decide if it's for real or phony.
Yeah, guys, so as Jim said, Shams Charania has been at the center of the Giannis offseason decision-making process and the reporting going on around it. So, little context, this morning, Shams Charania was on First Take and Get Up speaking about that very thing. Here's what he had to say on First Take this morning.
As we sit here on August 4th, sources tell me there is nothing set in stone about whether Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to stay in Milwaukee or whether he wants to leave elsewhere. He's been evaluating his future this entire offseason. I reported way back in mid-May that he's open-minded about whether his best fit is in Milwaukee or is it a trade elsewhere. That process has been continuing. There's been some real conversation.
So, speeding up to later this afternoon, Shams joining the guys over on KBN, and here's one of the first questions he answered about Bucs fans who are been unhappy with his reporting about Giannis this offseason. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I mean, Ben, you've known me for a while. I mean, I just keep my head down. The main thing's the main thing, and my job is to report, and that's all I'm focused on. Accurate, transparent, fair, responsible reporting. And so it's definitely been a topic I've been monitoring. You know, it's something that could very easily be, like that. Like there's nothing with Giannis. He's good. He's secure. He's 100%, going to be a Buck for life. Like you can come up with any way to phrase it, but it's obviously something I reported this morning. There's still nothing set in stone.
So, guys, I want to ask, based off that first question, about his response to Bucs fans who have been upset about how much light he is shedding on the Giannis situation this offseason. Jim, did he sound for real or phony in your opinion?
He sounds for real. I mean, he's not making something up. You don't like what he's saying. But the only nitpick you'd have with this is that, is it news? Like, of course, Giannis. And I think the moves from the – here's what we know for sure. The Milwaukee Bucks were terrified of losing Giannis because they just burned it down their future to keep Giannis around. So the Milwaukee Bucks can pretend like they're not worried at all. Like they can put a yawn emoji out on their Twitter, and the GM can talk. John Horace can talk about, like, we just laugh at his reports. No, you don't, because you just did one of the most insanely idiotic trades in the hopes that will give you very good short-term long-term returns. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but you have destroyed your future in hopes of keeping Giannis happy. And if you just did that well, now you're dumber than I thought. So the Bucks believe these stories, and I think they do have one more move to go. So, yeah, I believe.
They pooped their pants when they heard the news.
Yeah.
Move? Molly, what do you say? Do you think Shams was being for real or phony?
I think he was being for real. I think he's literally doing his job, which is exactly what he said. He said, I'm reporting on the things that need to be reported on, and that's what it is. Now, like Jim said, is it actually news? Probably not, because we all knew that something isn't right with the Bucks, right? Like, nobody wanted to go into the next season knowing or having the same roster that they had this past year. So, no, I'm 100% in agreement with Jim that this is for real.
Matt?
For real. For all the same reasons that Maui and Jim said.
Shout out to MVP Laney here for these waters. Is that for us?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
Pablo ordered 3 waters.
Pablo's a thirsty guy today. In more ways than one. No, I'm just kidding.
Are we sure that wasn't...
Yes,
Just
catching
kidding.
strays off air. Oh, man. Thirsty boy.
Well, guys, you said, is it a question of whether or not it's actually news about Giannis? We got some news that Pablo is a little thirsty today, but some of the actual news that I would say Shams Charania shared with the guys on KBN today was the decision-making process for Giannis and how long he thinks it could take this offseason.
I think right up until training camp. I mean, figuring out, at least for me, is when I'm told Giannis Antetokounmpo is good. He is 100% good from every single avenue, every single side that I trust and I rely on. That's when I'll be comfortable. Of course, you would expect that to come by the opening day of training camp, if not a little bit before that. But during the season...
Guys, do you believe or feel like Giannis was being for real or phony with that one? Well, we'll have to ask him on the other side because it does appear that we might be having some technical difficulties with the guys out there at the ESPN Madison Open. So we're going to go ahead and hit a quick break right here, and then we'll be coming back with some more Jim, Matt, and Molly live from TPC Wisconsin for the ESPN Madison Open, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So, random Marlin player, Dan Ugla.
All that's going through my head right now is UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
I'll give you another one real quick before we get to our side eliminator poll question.
You ugla. You ugla.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at StarionBank.com. Member FDIC.
In for Pablo Iglesias, I'm Jesse Nelson. Morale has been down for Wisconsin football fans since the end of last season, but appearing on ESPN Madison's Jim, Matt, and Molly, former Badgers running back Melvin Gordon has a message for fans getting ready to come to games at Camp Randall this season.
Just have faith. You not having any faith is not doing anything for our football team. Come in early, be loud, find ways to help give us that advantage when people come into Camp Randall. You know, the fans make the difference. They do.
Find the full interview with Melvin Gordon available on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
For long-lasting comfort and reliability, our craftsmen make it easy to trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 5 years at PellaWI.com.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
Clinky Cleaners has been in business for over 65 years, and they've had document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems for right around 30 years. CFO Sean Young explains why.
Probably the best thing about James Imaging that's worked for us is they're reliable, they're dependent, they always make things easy for us.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and local people who make doing business easy.
They're quick to come whenever we need them, point out lots of simple things for us to try to save us some money and save us time and eliminate headaches.
So Sean, the bottom line of having business technology from James Imaging Systems?
I just appreciate the work that James Imaging has done for us. They're always looking out for our best interests.
James Imaging Systems. Make it easy, save money, eliminate headaches. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
The Bucky Badger Student Mascot Fund was created to support the amazing student athletes who bring the best mascot in the world to life. Hey, my name is Stacy Bruner. I was Bucky Badger from 2010 to 2014. My most memorable sports moment was running out the flag at the 2013 Rose Bowl versus Stanford. Your donation will help fund new scholarships to ensure that the rich tradition of Bucky lives on. Learn more at supportbucky.org. That's supportbucky.org.
Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio, The Rich Eisen Show.
He is none other than the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. Look at you, humble miss.
The Rich Eisen Show.
None other than Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you.
Good, Rich. How you doing?
Happy to have you back. Steve Sarkisian.
Appreciate you having me on, Rich.
Rich Eisen, coming September 2nd on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
ESPN Madison is proud to partner with Mentoring Positives for our 3rd annual ESPN Madison Open. Mentoring Positives is a nonprofit based right here in Madison and is dedicated to uplifting youth and families through mentoring, athletics, and youth entrepreneurship. As a trusted presence in the community, Mentoring Positives has been helping young people build confidence, leadership, and purpose for 20 years. They're changing lives right here in our community. Visit mentoringpositives.org to make your impact today. That's mentoringpositives.org.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions.
I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on. Baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go up. Listen to it loud. Light it up and take a puff. That's the team now. I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on. Baby. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go up. Listen to it loud. Light it up and take a puff.
Jim, Matt, Molly continues live from TPC Wisconsin in Madison. Jim Rutledge, Matt Hamilton, Molly Brown with you. Primetime Lord Shine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. We're on remote, so every once in a while things are going to get a little bit funky. But shout out to Laney and Molly and Pablo and everyone who helped. Besides Matt, no, we didn't do anything. To get us back on the air. You can still stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream and all new ESPN Wisconsin app.
Did I not call Ryan?
You did.
I
call
did
Ryan.
do something.
Yes, you did do something. That's right.
And you delegated it, so
yes,
good work.
Yes.
Good work, Jim.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Matt was calling me while I was calling Laney to run over there and fix it.
Well, because then Laney came running over. She's like, "You're off the air." We're like, no crap, Sherlock. No.
Hey.
And then she ran to get the new cradle point and everything. She was a rock star. But, I was calling you, Ryan, because I need attention.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting any
I got to talk
off the air.
I got to talk to someone.
All right.
You're so
kind of annoying.
we were playing a little For Real or Phony with Sham Sarania audio from KBN earlier in the day. And basically, Shams joined the show and said, like, I'm not hearing it's 100% that Giannis is fully locked in. And I think that's fair for him to say and report. He says, once I do, I will report that as well. Fans are going to get in their feelings. And I think it's dumb. ESPN and Shams, like, there's not a history of Shams or ESPN making stuff up. Like, that's one part of it. In fact, most of the time, because nobody bothers to kind of see it all the way through, they're proven right. Sometimes it's just people have no attention span that you kind of just move off of it. And in this case, Shams has already been proven right. Because the trade, the stretching, the stretching of Dame Lillard to be able to pay him into the end of time and have that cap hit on your books, to then be able to sign Miles Turner, which is an improvement, but it's not a game-changing improvement. ESPN Bet still has them like the 8th best odds in the East to win the title. So they're not a true title contender yet, according to Vegas and those who – and anyone around the league does not call them a top 4 team, even with the injuries going into it as far as title contention. Things can change, but the Bucks still – I mean, they already had mortgaged their future, and they mortgaged more of it. And they didn't do it because, we're not worried. No, they were worried about losing Giannis. Mm-hmm. And I think Giannis is applying pressure internally, which I'm fine with, for them to keep on making moves. So the question I want to ask, our Saturday Limited poll question, is do the Bucks have more work to do to keep Giannis? Yes or no, he's staying no matter what? 844-770-3776. Carpet Talk text line.
Interesting.
Is more.
How can you say there's no world that no is the right answer. There's no world. They have one of the best players in the NBA of the latest generation. Like, he is a generational talent, and yet they are middle of the pack when it comes to predictions for what they're potentially going to do this next season. That's trash. You need to do more for this guy if you're going to keep him.
You need to do more for him, no doubt, and especially if you want a chance to win. I can see Giannis going into the season with what there currently is, and then maybe by trade deadline saying, I got to move.
Oh, so you're taking Jim's stake from a month ago at...
I know, yeah. Hey.
Oh, my God. You call me the take stealer.
No.
My goodness.
It totally is Jim's take. I want to give him full credit right now for it. ESPN is oftentimes proven right. This is another one of the situations where it seems that way. I think they're... Yes, is he not?
Yeah, I've been here longer than ESPN's been here.
Yeah, so...
According to Evan.
Well, it is the truth. When I got here, it is Madison Sports Radio.
That is fair.
I think there's a chance that they've done enough to keep him into the start of this current season. And if it doesn't go well, he's fully within his rights because, like Molly said, I'm a generational talent. I want to win championships. That's all I care about. This team ain't it. And if the Bucks start slow next year, I could completely see Giannis saying, you know what, you tried, but it wasn't enough, and you don't have what it takes in the coffers, so to speak, to get more players and make it happen. So I want out. So I could see that. That's more why I was hemming and hawing. It wasn't like, oh yeah, Giannis wants to be a Buck. No, I think
you were trying to think.
I think the Bucks showed a lot of we are mortgaging our future for you now, and I think Giannis does appreciate that. But at the end of the day, that's not a guarantee that you're going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, and Matt's take is similar to mine. I agree with
it. It was your take. I just want to throw this out
completely,
that it was not mine because I am not a take stealer like Molly stealing Take Brown.
The way that the roster is assembled, I think the Bucks are hurling towards Giannis asking for a trade at the trade deadline. if they can pull some sort of rabbit out of the hat and move Kyle Kuzma along with a 2076 first-round pick, whatever they got left, that they can trade, like that's the last move to be made. And I think Giannis is like, look, you've already lit the house on fire, throw in some fireworks and trade your first-round pick and get off Kuzma. And the reason why I point out him is that he probably has some trade value left along with the first-round pick. But then you do have, Gary Trent Jr., you have Taurean Prince. Who else am I missing? I feel like they have a lot of small forward-type players. Ryan, am I?
Well, they don't. Not a small forward, but Kevin Porter is another guy who's a young rising point guard. But
oh my God, Kevin Porter, rising.
That's what you have to sell yourself on if you're a Bucks fan right now. He's the silver lining.
Like Kevin Porter just screams. Like if he was on like a playoff team, he's your guard off the bench to get you some buckets.
In a perfect world, for sure.
Yeah, he's not the point guard position still a disaster. Again, I'll go back to the roster. Point guard, they do not have a proven starter at point guard.
Ryan Rollins?
Point guard.
He's a nice, young, up-and-coming player.
Up-and-coming
Gary Harris?
Gary Harris.
Jamari Booyah? Is that his name? Booyah?
Gary Harris is like such a weird signing because I don't like he was good 5 years ago. Like it's not a bad it's just okay. Gary Harris. I wish we had him 4 years ago.
How do you feel about
Cole Anthony? Cole Anthony?
It's
Did
fine.
you say that name?
Yeah, but that's the one that Matt got excited for.
Yep.
Cole Tony.
Yeah. Again, that's fine. Like he's a similar level player to Porter, just different.
Andre Jackson Jr.
I like him and Rollins and AJ Green are nice players. I think all three on a championship caliber team are bench players. So I'm sorry, what are we doing? And then you got a bench player at point guard, you got a bench player at shooting guard. Bench player Kuzma, shooting guard. Like if this is on a championship level team, their top 1, 2, 3, or however you want to do positions are bench players. So I think Giannis within his rights been like, do more. I mean, Bobby Portis is a good player. I obviously love Bobby. Giannis is great. Miles Turner's a good pickup, and then Sims is nice. Like they're nice with their bigs, but otherwise, what's that going to do for you? Like you have to build a whole team.
The ad on NBA.com is literally shop Giannis. Because there's nobody else to shop for.
Right. We've
what
talked
team
internally.
is.
We're referring to the Bucks as the fighting Giannis's.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that matters to people in Madison specifically is that are they going to keep Giannis happy?
The thing that terrifies me the most is say we get into the season, they have a slow start, Giannis says he wants out. Can the Bucks get enough for Giannis to be relevant in the next 3 years, or did they just completely put themselves they'd have to strike gold, right? They'd have to find a diamond in the rough.
Again, so there's two parts of it. The Bucks have done bupkis since winning the title. So, what do you mean? I mean, they won't have a star, but I think they can crank out some 6 seed to lose in the first round with or without Giannis.
I mean, the only reason I feel like we've made the 6 seeds the last couple of years is because we had Giannis.
Yeah,
on the
but
team.
you could
so now you take him out of that equation for an entire season. I don't know if we have enough to get the playoffs.
I mean, if they did this, you trade Giannis and you get Steven Castle and I don't know. Let's actually, I don't know off the top of my head because some of the guys like Ron Harper Jr. was one of the names in there. But if you got 3 good young players from the Spurs along with draft picks, you might be in the mix already, depending on what team you go to.
Do you right now even think that the Bucks would make the play-in game?
That's where they're at is the play-in game.
Yes.
That's their play-in game caliber team right now.
Giannis might try harder than anybody else in the regular season. I think that there's a good chance that they could even avoid the play-in game.
And then he's going to be spent.
But
yes, and then he's not going to have. Yeah,
I'm here. And that's why
I'm donezo.
But she asked about the play-in game. I think the Bucks are good. They're good for the 6 seed right now, in my head.
And are they winning to get in?
At the end of the day, what do you guys think Giannis believes that this team can do? Because, I mean, Shams actually brought it up with the guys on KBN. You guys didn't hear it because the Comrex failed. But he brought up the point that this season the usage rate for Giannis is going to be through the roof. Like, it is going to be him and nothing else. Do you think he feels like he can just put it all on his shoulders? And would he want to?
I think, look, and Matt can speak to this, there is going to be a supreme confidence that athletes have. And rightfully so. And it's earned. But also he has to be realistic of he can lift them and carry them all the way back to the 6 seed, maybe even a 5 seed. He can't carry them to a title. Most likely. Maybe
That's how I felt on the golf course today. I was like, I can maybe carry us to the 6th or 7th spot, but I don't think I can carry this team to the title.
That's fair. But so, like, it is just this weird fool's errand from Giannis, and I think that's why at times he examines it. Miles Turner's a very good player to put next to him. All-star caliber player. But the roster still isn't built. Like, it's built with so much. I hope this works out. Like, I hope Kyle Kuzma can't get any worse. like, hope Gary Trent has another last few weeks of the season like he had, because otherwise the rest of the season he wasn't that good. I hope Kevin Porter Jr. shows us something he's never shown to anyone ever. Hope Cole Anthony shows us something that like that's the frustrating and scary part if you're a Bucks fan.
Did Matt just start hearing his name and just start turning and waving towards the silent auction?
Somebody just won the Team Schuster shuffleboard and the Matt Hamilton jersey, so...
I was excited for whoever won because they probably put all of their tickets into that one trying to win it.
Autograph for
Probably.
I already autographed it before the day. Yeah.
It's not like they wanted the cool golf bags that were given away. Or...
The Civic Sign golf bag is...
was the golf bag signed by anybody?
No,
exactly.
I think the golf bag unsigned is probably worth more than your shuffleboard
Matt's
signed.
just out here ruining everything, signing just everything.
Yeah, I signed everything on the prize table today, just in case.
He's like, guys, I signed Bobby Stricker's club.
It's not Bobby Stricker, Ryan.
Come on, you guys. If she is listening, I'm embarrassed. I don't know if Ryan is actually though.
Yes, I was messing around. It's Izzy Stricker, obviously.
It's easy to say that now to pretend like he wasn't.
It's easy to say that now.
Wow.
Hawaiian. Thank you.
I'm out. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck & Honey's. This summer, soak up the sun and savor the flavor at Buck & Honey's. Their spacious patios are the ideal spot to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, in an unbeatable atmosphere. Perfect for a casual lunch or a night out with friends. Plus, with fresh seasonal dishes and exceptional service, they're here to make every visit special. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Wanakee, or Mount Horeb. Celebrate summer the right way, on the patio with great company. I'll see you at Buck & Honey's.
This is Wisconsin Volleyball National Champion Devin Robinson. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Shams Charania appearing on First Take earlier this morning with some updates about Giannis Antetokounmpo and his stay with the Milwaukee Bucks. Shams saying that there's still nothing set in stone about whether Giannis will be staying or leaving Milwaukee this offseason. While Shams also appearing later this afternoon on Kyle Brust and Nortman right here on 100.5 ESPN. Here's what he had to say about the decision-making process for Giannis and how long it could possibly last this offseason.
I think right up until training camp. I mean, figuring out, at least for me, is when I'm told Giannis Antetokounmpo is good. He is 100% good from every single avenue, every single side that I trust and I rely on. That's when I'll be comfortable. Of course, you would expect that to come by the opening day of training camp, if not a little bit before that.
Listen back to that appearance on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app or wherever you get your podcast. Well, in some happier Milwaukee sports news, the Brewers sweeping the Nationals over the weekend. They'll be back at it tonight, taking on the Atlanta Braves out there in Atlanta, 6:15 p.m. first pitch.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special. Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. All right, 5 yards.
Oh, you keep going?
You're going to go.
Oh, I have to go. I didn't even make the first one.
We know you had the power for it. You want me to try right-footed?
No, because you probably still beat me. All right, Matt, you're getting kind of annoying. Holy.
Nice fluffy lie. Go long one again. Oh, push it. It's going to be a long day.
No, that was freaking good.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. You know Steve Stricker driving by. I am
Who? I'm just kidding.
At
Bobby's
Steve
dad?
Stricker is basically his course. We are here at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime overtime behind the glass. I am distracted because obviously there's a truck out there, a good Chevy truck. Maybe it's from Simmons Chevy in Mount Horeb. Out on the golf course, it belongs out there. I'm sure they're getting some stuff to bring in from our outing.
Correct.
But it is jarring to look out to the golf course and see the truck out there.
Kind of looks like a Chevy commercial.
It'd be
It
really
does.
nice to have that on the course, like as your
So you have
golf
AC?
cart. Yeah,
Yeah.
AC.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was just cart path only.
Oh, yeah.
Which probably would be the case.
No, you're just going to go driving in the fairway.
It would be fun to be able to just off-road a golf course.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I did that a couple times in my golf cart today.
When people were swinging.
Golf clubs.
I was like, whoa, Matt. Chill. I wasn't on the same course you were.
This is a family show, and family night was...
It's a family-friendly golf course, too.
Yes. When was family night? Sunday,
Saturday.
Night?
Saturday
Saturday night. Family night was Saturday night for the Green Bay Packers. They packed the stadium because what else you can do in Green Bay? So they were out there.
You're such a hater.
People travel from all over. We had that one guy
No,
text in on Friday
I
saying...
want to ask you this one question here
what?
because I think are we less football fans in Madison because we don't fill up the spring game? Do we rip ourselves for not filling up the spring game?
Was the spring game
Are we
more
lesser
filled
fans?
up with, like,
Never. It's
Russell
never.
Wilson
Never,
was...
Football! Never.
But I also think there's a difference. There's a
No,
difference
'cause,
between
like,
college
Bama,
football.
Like, here's what I know. Badger fans get in their feels when, like, Bama and SEC schools fill the
Those are
stadium.
better fans than Wisconsin
So you
fans
think
are,
they are?
100%.
Oh, I don't. I just think that...
Wisconsin fans like to tailgate, and then they go to the game, then they leave early.
That's true.
I just think that there's a lot of fun stuff to do in Madison, and maybe not everyone wants to go to the spring game. Like, Lambeau, it's cool the Packers fill Lambeau Field for Fan Fest, but I also don't think it's really
But also,
a
I think
marker of fan base.
I think there's a difference too, though, that the NFL is a lot more expensive to go to, especially as a family to bring children to.
Well,
it's a lot more expensive than a college football game.
I'm more equating it to it is not a measure of fan bases. I think Badger fans are very, very good Badger fans, and not showing up for a spring practice game or spring practice doesn't indicate their fandom or not. Much like Packer fans are great fans, showing up for Family Fest or not does not indicate it.
Also, college football spring games for Wisconsin stink.
Yeah.
Because it's always crummy weather. It's always raining. It could be snowing. It could be freezing. It could be blazing hot. Like that's tough. That is tough for Wisconsin fans to get to. But I was just talking more so about like the fan bases.
Does Green Bay put on a better show? Like, we're kind of comparing apples to oranges here, aren't we?
I haven't been to the new since they did like the launch for Wisconsin. I haven't gone to a spring game since I was a kid, so I don't know.
We're getting lost in the sauce. I'm not trying to compare those two. I guess you could chime in 844-770-3776. Carmen's Talk text line list is more. I just don't think it's really an indication of fan bases as far as showing up to the
Here's the thing. I'm going to say it's an indication for the Packers fan base. I'm going to give the Badgers a pass.
Okay, perfect. Are you giving Jordan Love a pass? Because there was family night, and practice stuff is stupid. I don't care about practice stats. I don't care about practice at all. It's practice, Matt. I'm sure there's things that you might work on in curling that might make you look stupid. Like even today, golf-wise, there are shots that I took that I wouldn't normally hit, or even you've took some shots where you're like, well, we're safe, so I'm just going to give it a run and see if I can pull this off. That's what's happening in practices for the Packers across the league. And so these practice stats and practice videos have gotten insane. But a lot of fans have, still like some of the storyline I saw after the game after Family Fest was that Jordan Love, the accuracy is hit or miss. Like, he can be incredibly accurate. And the knock on him for his feet, or for him, is that basically he doesn't have great footwork regularly, and he's not a full body thrower regularly. He's more of an upper body arm thrower, which he obviously has the ability to do that. He has the ability to be on the money for that, but it leads to lack of consistency. And actually, we can get some audio here from Mina Kimes, who was doing her podcast a couple weeks ago, and I forget who she was joined by. Ryan can add that bit here in a second. But I want to get to it, and then I want your reaction, because Matt, I understand that however many years we want to say Jordan Love is in the league, but at some point with things like footwork, you kind of are who you are. And you're just going to revert back. It doesn't mean that Jordan Love won't have moments of being great footwork or being amazing with being an upper body or arm thrower, but it also means that he's never going to be Aaron Rodgers in the full-on, on-point, amazing footwork side of things. But let's hear this audio from the Mina Kimes podcast.
And this was Mina Kimes speaking with Carmen Vitale of Fox Sports, who is a team reporter for the NFC North teams.
And I also learned she worked for Tampa for a while, too, so she knows her football.
She does.
I will say the one concern I've had with him, and I'm much higher than him, I think, than most too, is that so many of his highlight-worthy plays and everything come from the back foot, off of his back foot.
Mhm.
He's very rarely set when he is throwing the ball, and it just so happens that because he had a rapport with that receiver or whatever, that it ends up working out. But you saw last year where that really comes into play when it comes to, all right, I don't have the guys I'm used to around me. I've been in and out of the lineup myself. Now everything is off. We don't have the timing down, all of that kind of stuff. So there needs to be, I think, a more just more what's the word I'm looking for? More structure. There it is.
Yeah, he has to quit that fadeaway addiction.
The fadeaway, it's cool to watch and it's great when it works out, but I'm like, Jordan, set your feet. We need feet. We need to set our feet.
What do you guys think?
So those are his bleep it throws that we talked so much about last year, right?
But do you think most of his throws, and you can chime in on this, 844-770-3776, Carbon's Talk text line list is more, do you think the majority of Jordan Love's throws are out of sequence throws? They're not in the playbook throws.
Off-platform?
Off-platform throws.
I think part of it, too, and, I could be totally wrong here, so, Jim, I know you'll correct me, so, Molly, if you notice this, you can correct me as well. A lot of the times when you see quarterbacks making these off-balance back foot throws, maybe the line gave a little bit and you can't really step into it, so, I blame him where if you see the pocket collapsing a little bit, you could maybe shuffle back and then set your feet for a throw, as opposed to just staying where you're at in the pocket and then forcing yourself to have to throw a back foot throw. So I get it, and I think a lot of it is footwork and pocket presence. He just throws it when he thinks he's got the opening, and more often than not, he doesn't have room to step through it, is what I kind of get a vibe for. I know it's not every time.
Yeah,
but
no, I guess the way and Molly, you can hop in on as well, is that I think what they're getting at is that the biggest plays that Jordan Love has, especially on the deep throws, is not, because when you talk about footwork, it's not even getting your mechanics of throwing the football. It's, are you exactly where you need to be in your drop when the receiver is breaking open, and do you see it fast enough, and are you throwing that in timing? So there's a lot to it. There's a lot of quarterbacks that take a long time to get there. Some are better than others. And an example would be, and I think Jordan Love's better than Jay Cutler, but Jay Cutler would get sloppy, and he'd have some games where all of a sudden he ripped off 4 games in a row, he looks great. And then he would revert back to his sloppy footwork, which would be not fully on time. He had an amazing arm, so that he could make some of these crazy throws that still would be made. But in the end, there was a ceiling to him, and it was the NFC Championship game with the Bears. And so with Jordan Love, it just feels like there are times where he holds it, and I get what you're saying, but it almost just feels like when he wants to let it rip, he almost prefers to just back foot it and let it go. And I compare it more to golf of or basketball. You have some bad mechanics, and you know the right mechanics, and you try to do them as much as you can, but every once in a while you're just going to revert back to your bad mechanics. And when you're as athletic and as talented as Jordan Love, it's even harder to coach it out because he can get it there most of the time, but that still doesn't lead to the most dynamic or consistent offense. And we've talked in the past about how the Packers' offense was very much boom or bust. It was either big play or something kind of short. He didn't have this sort of like bailout sort of plays.
Well, do you guys think that this stems too from Matt LaFleur? And I know I'm not blaming Matt LaFleur. Like, Jordan Love is responsible for his own actions. But do you think that he's almost like a kid where when Matt LaFleur said, rip it, that he was just like, all right, cool, I'll just start ripping it? Because I think there was like that lack of confidence his first year as the starter, and then he kind of grew into it towards the end of the year, and that's when he was really successful. And then it's like last year, I almost got this vibe of like, I'm confident, but I'm almost getting to the point where I'm getting cocky, and that's when he made those throws that were a bit reckless. So like, I kind of wonder if the Matt LaFleur saying like, hey, just rip it, go for it, if that kind of like triggered it in his mind, and that kind of made him make some of those poor decisions. And I don't know if he can break out of those decisions. Like, is that something that can be coached, that it's like, hey, you got to be better, like, instinctually? Because he does.
I think this is who he was in college, and this is who he was when he arrived, and this is what the Packers have tried to coach out of him forever. And I think they've taken him, like, if on a scale of 10 being great and 1 being terrible, from maybe someone who was a 4 on the NFL level to someone who's a 7. And sometimes can be an 8 or, but like but if you just took the overall consistency, like a 7.5, so they've made him a lot better.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's just reached its peak, that if there's certain things athletically that you're just not going to be great at. And so, because when Matt LaFleur, I get what you're saying. When he says let it rip, he means be in time, have the right footwork, have the mechanics, so that the second you hit the back of your drop and your foot plants and you're ready to throw an absolute missile to someone, let it rip. Mm-hmm. But I think Jordan, if he doesn't see it perfectly clean or thinks he can do something bigger because he knows he can throw it off his back foot and make some big plays, holds it and then goes big game hunting. So I think LaFleur is trying to tell him, stop, you see it, let it rip. And Jordan, because of his overall physical ability, is at times being like, you know what, I can actually play out of system or off platform more often.
Yeah, I'm also, part of me thinks like that first season, Molly, you were saying like he wasn't quite comfortable yet, and then Matt LaFleur's like, just let it rip, big kid. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool, all right, good idea. Also, then there's much lower expectation for him, but with the way he finished his first season as a starter, coming into this next season, the expectation level was raised immensely for Jordan Love. And I think potentially that kind of pressure also could be a factor in this. The fact that he doesn't want to make a mistake. And when you second guess yourself in the pocket, you're going to be a tiny bit behind on your throws, or you're going to have to hold it and do something else with it, which would lead to like off-platform throws and something like that.
We're going to give away some spots in our fantasy football league in a second, but Matt, I want to ask you this, and I don't know the answer to it, but are there things, whether it's curling or golf or whatever, that you played where like you've been coached and it's like, all right, do it exactly like this, but because of your athleticism or natural ability, you're able to kind of just not ignore the coaching, but you're like, okay, I know I'm supposed to do it like this, but I feel more comfortable doing it like this. I've done it like this my entire life, and I actually can be 90% of the time good with this, doing it this way instead of the way that I'm specifically, the coach is doing exactly like this.
So a good example for that in curling is like, obviously when you throw a rock, you need to slide at the target and you throw and let it go. Believe it or not, sliding at the target is not always automatic. And I've kind of made a career off, I call it, there's robots and artists. I'm more of an artist, where if I don't hit that slide perfect, I know how I need to release the rock to get the same result we're looking for, but it might not come at the exact trajectory that the captain of the team is expecting. So, yeah, there's I don't intentionally try and miss the slide, but there's certainly times where you do, and you have to make that adjustment and make that throw work. So I think part of it too, and again with Jordan Love, because I'm able to correct my mistake on the fly, and Jordan Love also has been able to do that, when you're not punished for making a mistake, like missing your slide, you don't necessarily work at it because you're like, I got away with it. And if you get away with it 90% of the time, you're going to like lean on that.
I think I get what you're saying. It's more than even getting away with it. You're pulling it off.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly what they talk about with Jordan Love and the back foot throws being his only dynamic plays.
Because he's not burned for it.
Right.
Yep. He's feel like all
He
the
can do
time. He's like, I can get away with this.
And I think he's not obviously burned for it.
Right.
I think with the Packers and what separates him from – and the great ones, Rodgers was a great artist / like you got to be a robot first and then be an artist. And I've said this before, that Jordan Love was his absolute best during that stretch when he was a robot, when he was throwing the ball in timing, in system, and only had to make like 2 or 3 great throws a game.
Right.
And then he could do the back throw or do something wow. But if you don't – any quarterback, I think ideally you're not asking them to do any sort of wild plays or anything crazy until – they have to do it sporadically through a game, a couple times a game. All right, so Molly, you got some exciting. We got fantasy football draft coming up August 20th, and we're going to give away some spots.
Yes. Hey, Wisconsin sports fans, it's almost that time of the year again. Football season is around the corner. On August 20th, the fantasy football draft is back as ESPN Wisconsin takes over the Potawatomi Sportsbook for another exclusive event. Call to join the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy League and go head-to-head with the Jim, Matt, and Molly crew as you draft your championship team. We're talking free food, great prizes, and the full VIP experience for all fans 21 and up. Callers, I'm going to give away two spots in our league. Callers number 2 and 3 will be the winners to win a spot in the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football League. That's callers number 2 and 3, 844-770-3776. Callers number 2 and 3 win a spot in the Jim, Matt, and Molly Cruz Fantasy Football Draft. 844-770-3776. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold, Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
When you're in the right place at the right time, things get done. The important things, like knowing what you need and how it all works. Talking truck. Fixing it right the first time. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, our people get it done right and now. That's how you know you're in the right place at the right time. And you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This station has conducted a test of the emergency alert system.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio, The Rich Eisen Show.
He is none other than the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. Look at you, humbleness.
The Rich Eisen Show.
None other than Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you.
Good, Rich. How you doing?
Happy to have you back, Steve Sarkisian.
Appreciate you having me on, Rich.
Rich Eisen, coming September 2nd on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus. Coming September 2nd to ESPN Radio, The Rich Eisen Show.
He is none other than the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Deion Sanders. Look at you, humbleness.
The Rich Eisen Show.
None other than Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. How you doing, Jordan? Good to see you.
Good, Rich. How you doing?
Happy to have you back, Steve Sarkisian.
Appreciate you having me on, Rich.
Rich Eisen, coming September 2nd on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus.
ESPN Madison is proud to partner with Mentoring Positives for our 3rd annual ESPN Madison Open. Mentoring Positives is a nonprofit based right here in Madison and is dedicated to uplifting youth and families through mentoring, athletics, and youth entrepreneurship. As a trusted presence in the community, Mentoring Positives has been helping young people build confidence, leadership, and purpose for 20 years. They're changing lives right here in our community. Visit mentoringpositives.org to make your impact today. That's mentoringpositives.org.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Metro Kia Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from TPC Wisconsin. We are in Madison. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown, Matt Hamilton with you. Primetime Watershine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. You can get into the show, 844-770-3776. Carbon Talk text line. This is more. You can chime in on, do you want Jordan Love to be a little bit more robotic and less of an artist on the field this year? That was Matt's good use of words there. Good. Yeah. Good metaphors for the Packers there. But we are, we're going to throw some stones because that's what we do, because we're taking up to Brewers baseball. Their pregame starts in about 5 minutes, or we'll be out in about 5 minutes. The pregame starts maybe 10 minutes, and we got Brewers baseball against the Braves. What's up?
Can I just read a couple texts from JB from the V?
Sure.
He says, is this finally going to be the year where Jordan Love apologists like your co-host, Matt, finally realize that Jordan Love is hot garbage? He also says, oh, here we go again. Matt apologizing must be the line's fault. Apology number 3.
And
what did I apologize for?
I don't remember.
Jordan Love
you
is
apologize too much.
Trash.
I'm sorry.
Right now, he's slightly above mid. but a lot of teams will take that. So he's not trash.
JB from the V, if you're still listening, are you a Packers fan or are you some other kind of fan? Because I'm just curious.
Just a hater.
All right, let's throw some stones.
Just
What
before,
were you gonna say?
I believe JB from the V is a Lions fan. I believe he is our resident Lions
Oh.
fan on the show. But
Irrelevant.
JB. Yeah, irrelevant? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
Molly. Saying the Lions don't matter. All right, well, maybe we'll get into that into throwing stones.
No,
but
I'm saying Lions fans.
Yes,
not
I
the
understand.
Lions. The
No,
Lions
I
are
get-
very
I got
irrelevant.
exactly what you're saying. All right, well, we're going to talk some baseball and some Jesse Nelson for throwing stones.
Great. Irrelevant.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man. I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
All right, I got a stone to throw at Jesse Nelson, and actually a little bit of Alex Stroh, and any other Brewer fans that try to take a victory lap.
Irrelevant.
Already.
Which one?
There is a lot of baseball left. And there was a couple dumb things that I saw. I know Alex Stroh be like, we didn't need to make trades at the trade deadline. I'm sorry, Jake Mizorowski is now out for like 2 more starts. That could matter at some point. Jackson Churio being out, Sal Frelick is obviously dealing with something because he was pulled the other day from the game. So, like, the Brewers, sometimes you need to add people to, like, cover up for injuries as well. So the victory laps on that are dumb. And then the dumber one is, and look, the Brewers are a very good baseball team. And I don't think they're going to end up winning. I don't think they're going to end up as the best team in the National League, meaning I don't think they're going to go to the World Series. Could they get to the NL Championship game? Yeah, I just don't think they're going to end up representing the time there. So I don't think they're going to be representing the National League in the World Series. Jesse Nelson, the stone I want to throw, is he quote tweeted something from us, basically talking about how the Brewers need to score more runs and manufacturing runs is hard. And he tweets it after they beat up Washington, which by my count is the
worst team in baseball. Close.
3rd worst team in all of baseball, 2nd worst team in the National League, outside of Colorado, who's basically given up on life as far as the baseball side of things. So, like, Washington is negative 134 in run differential because now that the Brewers are number 1 in run differential, 4 points in front of 2nd place, now it matters. And so if it does matter, Washington is is the 2nd worst team in all of baseball run differential. Again, only better than Colorado. So Washington was getting their ass kicked before the trade deadline. They traded away players, and they're still getting their ass kicked. They don't have a manager or a general manager. I believe both have been moved off on. So all that being said, the Brewers are great. This isn't the game. This isn't the series to take the victory lap on.
Right.
If you take the victory lap, this upcoming series against Atlanta really isn't either. You got the Mets. You go out and you put up some runs on the Mets, or you take 2 out of 3 against the Mets, take your victory lap. But you're better than this, Brewers. You're better than this, Brewers fans. Beating the snot out of Washington is what needs to be done. It's not a feather in your cap. Does it make sense? I'm not trying to rip on them. I'm saying, like, shut up. You're better than this. If you're the best team in baseball, don't get all hyped about beating the worst team in baseball.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't take victory laps when we beat up on like a junior team in curling, right, which we do run across junior teams that are just trying to get better, play tough teams and get better. When we kick the snot out of them, it's not like we're like, oh yeah, 112-2, we're the best team in the world. And yeah, that's not something to take a victory lap on. Tip your cap, say, good job, Brewers, way to set a franchise record with 58 hits in a series. Yeah. But like, have some more context to it. Know that it was against the lowly Washington Nationals, and know that there are bigger fish in this pond that you need to deal with before you start being thrilled that you ate the minnow.
Yeah, I think the 2 best teams they played against since the All-Star break was Miami and Chicago, and they would be 500 against those 2 teams overall because they lost 2 out of 3 to Miami. They won 2 out of 3 against Chicago, and so yeah, thank you, no problem. Yeah, Molly, get your hand shaking too. Yeah.
Love the fans coming up to us, checking us out.
That was Mike Hastings, you guys. That was the hockey coach.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
That's great.
Fan of our show.
So anyone who's
Friend of
watching on
show.
the ESPN Madison YouTube stream just saw a hand reach out from behind the camera and just start shaking all of your guys' hands. It was pretty surreal. I think people might have thought that was my hand reaching through the
you too,
screen.
yeah.
But, no, Mike Hastings, UW hockey coach, pretty cool.
Yep.
All right, Molly.
What were we talking about? Oh, Brewers. I think it's something to celebrate, but like Jesse it's funny that I actually didn't see his tweet until you guys said that we were going to talk about it in this segment, but it's funny because Jesse earlier today when I first saw him, he says, so the Brewers have no offense. He literally told me his tweet in real life this morning.
Yeah.
So
he's running around taking a victory lap.
And again, the Brewers are really good. Like, you're better than this, is my point. Like, be happy you won and you got to sweep.
Don't punch down.
Yeah, the Cubs won 2 out of 3 against a bad Baltimore team. It's better that the Brewers won 3 out of 3 against a bad Washington team. So take that victory. How you did it, or it's indicative of anything. Honestly, if I'm a Brewers fan, I'm counting my lucky stars that you have Washington into Atlanta before the Mets when you have Jackson Chourio and Mizrowski set to miss some time here because the schedule has broken their way at this moment.
Yeah.
But you are going to – I found a stat earlier, and again, it speaks to how great the Brewers have been, but like they're going to come back to earth some. The Cubs had the 4th best record in all of baseball since June 1st. They've lost 8 games to the Brewers in the loss column. So the Brewers gained 8 games and obviously passed the Cubs. Meanwhile, the Cubs had the 4th best record. The Brewers have just been that on fire.
But it's also okay to compliment the Brewers and say, "Hey, you've been hot. You've been doing well."
I'm not. I'm saying that like they're gonna come back down to earth and win.
Hey, at some point they might make it to space and they won't get back down to earth.
But my point is they'll win like 60%.
Gravity free.
They'll win 2 out of 3 instead of 3 out of 3 every time.
Ryan, are you starting to get nervous with all the injuries that Jim listed off just a little bit ago? Just knowing that the season is getting closer to being done?
First, I was only going to say that Matt Hamilton, the only team that can get into space like that would be the Astros. Do your research. But no, I'm not too concerned about it because it's still early August, and if these guys are healthy by the playoffs, they'll feel fine. Miz is out because he got a ball that was hit off his shin on Monday. I mean, it's not like it's a massive arm injury.
Gross.
The Chourio one is concerning. He's getting PRP injections. Never a good feeling when a guy has to get one of those. So that is concerning, but they are damn hot, guys. I mean, I'm not saying that we should be taking victory laps for beating the Nationals like Alex Strofe and Jesse Nelson, but I do feel pretty dang good as a Brewers fan right now.
You should. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we can throw flowers at their feet now. But be thrilled about the fact that they were able to do what they did. Don't be thrilled that they beat the Washington Nationals.
Or how they beat them.
Hey, you should at least be happy that they didn't lose, right?
Yeah.
Well,
no doubt.
That's the thing. Like, those teams, like, you just win. The points you get are the pats on the back is you swept the team you should have swept. Because at some point, those probably will turn into 2 out of 3, and that's how the Brewers will settle back down, which is still a hell of a baseball team. But right now, they're hot and enjoy it, but, like, you beat Washington. We'll be back at it tomorrow, Brewers baseball.